What's up, YouTube fam? It's your girl Tajanel Chinyere, and I'm back with another video. Today, you guys, we are going to be sitting down doing a chit chat. I am going to be doing this video because we got 10 weeks left, y'all. 10 weeks left. Oh my gosh. And baby girl will be here. So I'm going to be doing like series of like just ways to inform you guys of like updates and you know, just sharing certain experiences. Might be doing some what I eat in a day, preparing baby girl's, you know, room, the nursery, all that kind of stuff. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this content for the next 10 weeks. But I'm super excited to be doing this with you guys. If you haven't subscribed just yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. And yeah, let's get straight to the video. So to kind of give you guys a backstory, just in case you guys are new, I am pregnant with my second child, and it is a girl, my first girl. My first child is a boy. His name is Joshua J. He's named after his daddy. And yeah, he's gonna be the greatest big brother in the world. I'm super excited for him. But yeah, so this is my first girl. I'm so excited. I'm due in June, the beginning of June. And what I'm going to be talking about today are the differences between both of my pregnancies and kind of like maybe what I'm doing differently as well. So let's just jump off, you know. First of all, the one difference is I have morning sickness, but through each trimester. So with Joshua J, I had morning sickness for the first trimester, and he wore me to the ground, y'all. Like, it was terrible. My body was just going into shock. Like, everything was changing. Like, it was the worst experience of my life. This time, of course, after your first child, it's like your body kind of understands what's happening, so it can adjust a little bit better. So I did go through morning sickness the first trimester, but lo and behold, I think I've thrown up twice in the second trimester. I don't know what's happening, and it's random, and I'll get nausea as well, but it's just random. Like, there's nothing I can pinpoint. I used to get a little bit of nausea when I would take my prenatal pills in my first pregnancy, so I feel like that's where the nausea is coming from this time as well. But vomiting, no. Like, and it's happened twice, and obviously, like, I'm in my third trimester, and I'm just praying that that's the one thing I can say, okay, they had a similarity within the last trimester at least. But yeah, that's a huge difference. You know, everybody's a Google doctor nowadays, so I've tried to look up everything, and they say it's normal. I've also talked to my midwife, my OBGYN, everything. They say it's normal, and I just don't like it. I'm just gonna be real. But yeah, that's a major difference, is the nausea and vomiting, y'all. Like, I cannot stand it. I could do without it, but hey, for my girl, you know, we're gonna endure this. The second thing that is so exciting and that our family is so grateful for is that Josh is home. With Joshua J, he had to deploy, so he only was with me for the first 7 months, or maybe 6. I think 6 months of my pregnancy. And yeah, he deployed, so he didn't even get to witness JJ being born in person. Of course, thank God for technology. My mom and his mom were in the delivery room, and so she was able to call him, and he got to see things virtually. But it's nothing like, you know, being there. It's totally different. So I'm so happy. He's so excited that he's here. That's been on his mind, is like, I need to be here. Like, and I'm so grateful that he can be here this time. He is still in the military, so, you know, things just go the way they go. If you know, you know. For the girls that know. For the girls that don't know. But yeah, we're really, really happy and grateful that he can be here and experience all of this. I am specifically happy because one thing is, like, if you've ever been pregnant and you've experienced all 3 trimesters, even if the first one, because the first one is rough, you know, there's a lot going on in your body, and it's just changing. And I already have scoliosis, so my body hurts a lot, especially my back. And being with my parents for the last few months with JJ, you know, they had to go to work, they had to do other things, and so it's just so much better to know that my man can come and massage on me. And you know, even last night I asked him if he could just run me some warm water so I can get in a bubble bath, and he did it. And it's just those little things that I really, you know, hold near dear to my heart, because y'all, this is a whole job down here, okay? It's a whole job. So yeah, and then of course I'm excited that he's here because it's our first girl, and you know how daddies are with their girls, so he's just like, I gotta be here for my girl. But yeah, just a lot of things that, you know, Josh gets to experience with me this time that wasn't as easy to like share while he was overseas. So yeah, this is a great moment. I'm so happy, so excited, nervous at the same time, but mostly excited. So that's the second thing. The third thing is, you guys, I am bigger this pregnancy. Like, this is, if you're not a small girl, if you haven't been a small girl your whole life, you probably don't even know why I'm even discussing this. But if you've been a small girl your whole life and somebody said, oh, you looking a little bigger, that's a compliment, okay? Depending on where you are in life, that's a compliment. It's like, oh, got me a little bit of shape coming? Okay, cool. But yeah, that's the other thing, is that I've gained some weight, and that's great. That I am grateful for, because that also tells me that baby girl's getting everything she needs. So I am expecting and anticipating that she's gonna be bigger. Joshua J was, what was he? He was 6 pounds and about 7 ounces. 6 pounds 7 or 8 ounces. I'm predicting that she's gonna be either right at 7 pounds or 7 pounds and like 2 ounces. So this is more on the negative side, but I did experience COVID during my pregnancy, and that was very, very scary. But I think what helped is obviously the fact that I was taking prenatal pills, and it happened during the winter time as well. So I was, you know, drinking more orange juice, and I'm always trying to be intentional about my eating, drinking more water, just taking vitamins, and I was also taking elderberry gummies as well. So I think that helped. I am not vaccinated. Everybody feels differently about it. That's, you know, just a whole nother topic. But yeah, I did get that. Thank God we got through it. It felt just like the flu, a severe flu. I'm so grateful I didn't have any troubles with breathing, mostly. But yeah, we got through it, and I was suggested by one of my friends to take the elderberry liquid instead, or the syrup, I should say, instead, because that'll get to my bloodstream a lot quicker. And then also just doing some at-home remedies. All of these things helped. Of course, resting helped. Having Josh here helped a lot, even though he eventually caught COVID as well. But yeah, every part of that helped me get through that experience, and I haven't had it since, so I'm so grateful. I'm praying that we'll stay healthy until for the next few months. We only got a couple months left. And then yeah, baby girl be here, and we're gonna take precautions with her as well. But that was a major difference, because I don't even think I got sick at all with Joshua J. And I wasn't as intentional. It's crazy. I really wasn't. I was not as intentional as I am now. But hey, we all go through things. Life is life. And I'm just thanking God that we got through it. So on the flip side is I'm less active now. And I find that to be funny, because, and what I mean by less active, obviously my definition is very different. So before with Joshua J, I was like full blown in the middle of track. Track is life, track is everything. You know, my body was at its peak when it comes to, you know, my fitness level and specifically what I'm training for. So I ran all the time. I was in the gym. So even with him, that's why I think I was so small. And I didn't even know I was pregnant when I found out I was pregnant with Joshua J. And yeah, so this time, obviously now I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom, and you know, I pretty much homeschool JJ, and you know, everything else goes towards the house and Josh. our family as a whole, and just other things, content creation. So my life has changed a lot, and I had to quit track about a year and a half ago. And so I haven't been as active in that sense. But I have been doing yoga, I have been stretching, I have been just, trying to keep my body active. JJ keeps me active anyway. We go outside, we run, yes, he still makes me run, y'all. We run, we play around, he keeps me active, and I'm doing things as well, but I'm definitely not as active as I was. So for me, I'm so glad to be able to experience both sides, because I think a lot of times, especially back in the day, you can't be fit, or you should sit down and just lay low and all that stuff. And that's, those are precautions that are great, I think, to have, just to make sure that the woman is being careful. But I think if you have the knowledge, and especially if your body's been practicing something before then, why not just continue what it's been practicing? So if you've been riding bikes, it's okay to still ride your bike. Maybe you don't go up as steep of hills or something like that, but you can still enjoy what you've been doing. And you'd be surprised what you see out there. There's plenty of women that still lift weights. There's plenty of women that go skiing. There's plenty of women that still swim. And I mean, like, full-blown active swimming. Like, all of these events, they're actively like performing to their peak. That's because of muscle memory. It's natural to me now. So I'm still grateful that I could experience a more laid back version of this pregnancy than I did the first time. But yeah, that is a difference. I'm not as active. I have a doula. So I had a doula before. She's a close friend of mine, and I didn't have the same experience with her as I do with this doula. So she was there, and she's the one that actually convinced me that I need a doula, that I need some help during the labor and delivery. But we did not get to meet up as much as I would have hoped or liked. And that's just because she was in training, and when you're in school and you're in training, that's just that. And I'm so grateful still that she got to be there during JJ's delivery, because like I said, she helped so much. She convinced me that I need one. And so with this experience, I do have a doula, and she's also helping me to eat better. But even before we hired her, I just wanted to make sure that I was eating a lot better. She's helped me, just understand the pregnancy process a little bit more, and especially the delivery process. So we're working on certain things for my delivery. We're planning all those great things. And that actually, I'm so glad I'm doing it this way. That actually leads me to my next difference, is that I am more intentional about preparing for a natural delivery. And so that is like with having a doula. And that is, before I did have a small plan, but it seemed like that plan went out the window. It seemed like I just wasn't connected with it. And so the labor and delivery plan didn't go as planned. Like, for the majority of it, it didn't go as planned. Whereas this one, I think I have more of a team feel, and everybody's on board, and things like that. So I feel more prepared. I'm gonna feel more at ease once I do start my contractions and laboring process. So at the same time, I am planning on having a natural delivery. Like I said, I was planning to have a natural delivery the first time, but let me tell y'all a short story. Once I was contracting, I was peaking twice, and my doula actually said that is common when you're about to actually deliver the baby. That's common. So because I was so early on, that's probably why the nurses didn't believe me, but yet and still, you should always listen to your patient. And so when they actually hooked me up and were monitoring my contractions, they saw that I was double peaking, but the problem was I was only 5 centimeters. And depending on where you are, some people will say, okay, well, if she's peaking twice at the same time, or no matter where she's at in centimeters, maybe if she feels like she needs to push, then she needs to push. Like, some people will say no, she needs to wait till all 10 centimeters, whatever. Either way, I knew that they wanted to wait. My plan was not going as planned, and I said, give me that epidural. And so that's what we did, and it was great from there. I had a great experience after that epidural. And yeah, JJ's here. He's still healthy. He's still happy. Everything went well. So either way it goes, no matter how your baby's delivered, as long as they get here, they're happy, healthy. Most times you can kind of forgive, you know, what's happened, even though we can't forget, boo. But either way, so that's another difference, is I'm gonna be doing this naturally. And of course, the obvious is I'm having a girl this time. I really didn't have to add that in, but I just wanted to reiterate that we having a girl, we having a baby girl. And so I'm just waiting for my friend to get here. That's pretty much how I see her. She's gonna be my little friend. Now JJ, he's my buddy, you know, that's my guy. Joshua J is my guy. I love him. He's my first best friend. Well, no, he's not my first best. Rewind. He's my best friend, my shorty, my first little best friend. But my girl, that's gonna be my girl. Y'all know, if you know, you know. But yeah, so that's the other difference, is I'm having a girl. I'm so excited. So the last difference, that's kind of obvious, is I'm documenting the whole experience. So having talks with you guys, being on social media, even the way that I have been sharing updates with our friends and families, you know, like the gender reveal. My friends and family, they knew that before you guys did, and it was just a great experience. I did something similar with JJ, but it was a little bit more cut back, and with your first child, you don't think things all the way through. So either way, I think my first experience was great with JJ, but because of that first experience, now I get to do things a lot more elevated or different, and I just feel like it's going to get better and better. So yes, I am going to be trying to film my birthing experience. I hope you guys like content like that, because it's definitely going to be great for me. I love content like that. Just to know, and I don't know what it is about it, but just to kind of know what it's like, especially if you're pregnant and you're curious as to like how somebody else did something and then what it actually looked like. It's just, I don't know. And I want a positive environment. So hopefully my videos can bring comfort and positivity to you guys. But yeah, this whole pregnancy has just been so great. It's been wonderful. Like I'm so grateful that I get to carry this child, my baby girl. And yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this content, definitely give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys want to hear throughout these 10 weeks, because maybe I can put an extra video in there for you guys if y'all have any questions and we need to go through them thoroughly. But other than that, you guys, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Again, join the family, and I'll catch y'all on my next video. Bye.